Welcome to my 2024 backyard project. Now I've added recently this 20 by 16 extension onto my house, and it covered up my patio. So now I'm gonna repurpose and redo another patio off here to the side. So let's get started. Let's build this frame out of 2x6s pressure treated, and we're gonna make sure all four sides are level. Here I go. Put on some gloves for a little safety, But first we're gonna move the frame around and we're gonna level it. Now this patio is gonna be 16 by 16, complete square. And what I'm gonna do here, as I put a footing under there, it's not gonna sit directly on the ground because I'm gonna have it sitting on top of another piece of 2x6 pressure treated wood. So this is gonna be what we call a floating deck. And here I'm getting ready to raise the deck up to the height of the bottom of the door seal. So I'm gonna cut some 6x6 wooden pads to put up under the deck as footings. The supports are actually going to sit on top of these 6x6 blocks for support. And we're going to measure for squareness. You actually measure each corner, and they both should come out to be the exact same. That's how you know that your project is going to be square. I think I measured 192 inches on diagonally on both corners, that way and this way. So now we're good with that. We're going to go ahead and level up the deck here. We're going to put a couple of screws in it. Getting it ready. Straighten this piece up right here. Got it. I'm actually going to take these screws out because I got to make a little adjustment because I did not square up my blocks. I had one inside, one outside. So I actually moved this board inside of my square frame. Sometimes you make mistakes and sometimes you catch them real quick. Okay, so we're gonna move forward here. And now we're getting it all up against the house where we want it. I have these little wooden stilts all the way around the deck that I use to keep the deck level. You see, I'm gonna move it and I'm gonna move it again, getting close to the house. The same distance all the way around is 2 inches off the house. This deck is not gonna touch the house at all. That way an inspector cannot say that it's an attachment. Oh, there's the wife. Gotta get a little kiss there, and good luck. And she's out of there. All right, let's start measuring these spots. All right, we're gonna measure some wood, some more planks, and use this speed square to cut them. Make sure they're straight. That end in, but that side didn't drop in, so we're gonna have to take off a little bit more. Okay, I did make a mistake. You see how my support beams are running this way? I wanted the beams running perpendicular with the slats on the wall. So I started out this way, which it's not gonna work because if I put my beams, my decking down, it's gonna fall right through my support. So I actually have to rotate my support. And it's a good thing that it's a 16 by 16 square, so I can rotate it. So let's undo these boards, and we're gonna give this deck a whole 360 degrees, 180. I'm just gonna turn it, the help of my daughter right there. Let me just give it turn and reposition. Now my deck supports can run the right way with the house. Yep. All right, Junior, get it together now. She picks it up. She put it down. Oh yeah, put it up, put it down. You did a good job. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did good. Okay, do it again though. Yeah, there you go. Once again, you did real good. Get my gloves. See you later. Peace. All right, thank you for your help there, baby. All right, we're gonna continue on moving around, measuring the board up against the house, keeping it 2 inches off the house. So we're not using the house as support at all. This deck is a floating deck. It's gonna only be supported by the ground. It will run up to the house close. All right, so I got it up high enough that I have the distance that my decking will fall right below my windowsill. I'm sorry, my door sill. And I don't want it to come up too high, because if it rains and water hits the deck, I don't want it to spill back in the house. So we're gonna keep it a little bit below the sill. All right, here we're gonna raise the deck up and get it ready for being level as we keep on applying our support beams. Yep, like that in. Okay. Keep going, dropping these support beams in. Goes in. And some more beam supports. These are called joist hangers. So I bought them from Home Depot, and they're good for just letting your joist sit right down in them like a little cradle. Right, on the other side over here. Okay. And bring that beam on in. Slip out right in low. That was beautiful. I'm getting good at this. Right. Look at my catty walk. Check this out. I'm gonna do it again. Cool, ain't it? Oh, crab walk. I had to do that twice. All right, let's continue on. We're gonna be cutting some more wood for support. Now, as you can see, these pieces that I'm cutting are the supports that are actually gonna hold the deck floor up. So I'm actually cutting them, putting them directly up under the beams. And they're sitting right on top of these pads. Dig out the ground for levelness. Measure once we get it down to the ground. Support, dig it out, level it, add a block in. There you go. She's all level. Now I only did the 4 corners and a couple of places in between on the outside of the deck for levelness, because everything else on the inside should already be level. So we just make sure we do the outside first. Continue on doing the outside. This is against the wall. Make sure it's level both ways, north and south. Go ahead and cut me a support beam to length. Over, knock it in. Get the center of that board. Check it for levelness. Make my adjustments. Both sides. Alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and add some screws to the support down to the deck block. That makes it like a leg. So it's a foot, in other words. Alright, we'll remove this board because it's going to be in the way. And go 45 a screw in to this deck block. And that corner is very low, so it didn't take but 4 inches of deck boards to bring it to level. Right. Okay. Oh, don't think I forgot about this support down to the ground. That way, if the deck moves, it moves. Okay, we're gonna continue on. Right. Checking for levelness again. As we knock in our other supports right up under the beams. Just 45 those screws right into the plate at the bottom that's dug out in the ground. Only way something can happen to this deck if the floor washes away, if the ground washes away. And the ground has never washed away in over 35 years since the house has been there, so I don't suspect it's going anywhere even now. Alright, let's move on to applying the top deck. This is the actual decking. These are 1x6s. Oh look, now my grandson has jumped in to help me. Got to teach him while they're young. By the time he gets 16, 17, he'll know how to cut wood. He'll know how to assemble some stuff by himself. He's used to carrying wood. So I'm going to start him young. I'm going to add a few more deck screws down one side, then we're gonna reverse and come back the other way on the opposite side, keeping that 1/4 inch gap in between both planks. Okay, swap around, get down here to the end, and this is how we're fortifying them into that beam. Okay. Keeping that gap. Sometimes the wood is bent, you have to push it or pry it away just to keep that straight line. Sometimes this wood you get from the Home Depot and Lowe's is very curvy, and you have to straighten it back up. Alright, a couple end screws at a 45. Finishing up on this side of the plank. Alright, here's a look at what we got so far. And we're down to our last piece to go down the left side, and then we're going to finish this last corner piece. I would have bought 20-foot lumber, but that was just too big, too long to carry by yourself. Just want to notch that out. And let's try the fitment now. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, that looks great. Right up against the house. Right flush with the vinyl siding. Still got to pop it right up under it. Beautiful. Still not attached to the house. And we're going to secure it. Alright, let's deal these planks out like cards. We're going to secure them as well, making our cuts and measurements, and we're going to secure them to the support beams as well. Alright, let's move along to the steps. Alright, first we're going to install hanger brackets. A couple of screws, making sure it's level. And this is a stringer. It's already pre-cut from the factory. You can pick these up at Home Depot and Lowe's as well. And here I'm making feet for the bottom of these stringer steps that the steps will rest on to keep them off the ground. So the ground contact is only going to be on the planks and not on the bottom of the steps. I'm going to secure these. Making sure they're level and sturdy, because one thing people are scared about is steps, especially when you built them. Nobody likes to go down steps and they know you built them. That's why I don't go no more than three steps. If you want to build any steps, I think we're just going to fast forward. You get the idea of the steps, how that would go. Now, all right. Now we're going to move along, and we had to take these boards out. So we're going to go ahead and notch so that we can reinstall the planks decking back against these banister holders. Cuts, notches. And we'll grab our little saw here. These notches should line up with these poles. Okay, let's get them in there, see how they fit. Or if we need to notch out a little bit more, still making sure we have that 1/4 gap. Yep, that looks good, that looks good. That's good. Okay, now for the outer plank, I'm sorry. It's gonna come around the back side and snap right in, drop it right into place. Check that out. just like a puzzle. Beautiful. I say beautiful. Nice. Nice clean work. Awesome. Now to finish this last piece in this corner. Okay, let's give these steps a try now. Looking good. Alright, let's give them a try. Nice, solid. You feel it? You feel it? Solid. This deck is solid. Not going nowhere up or down. Now I need to make some supports to keep furniture and people from walking off the deck. So we're going to install these hanger brackets. We're going to put some 2x4s in between each of the uprights. It's going to be for a backstop for the furniture as well as for keeping people safe from stumbling off the deck. All right, we're going to measure for the bracket holes here. It is level, making sure it's level. Take another measurement so we can transpose those measurements over to the next pole. Get the measurement for in between each post. And here we're going to install our 2x4s. Okay. We got those cut. I'm going to drop them in place. Tap of the hand. Yep, that one's a little still too long. I'm gonna recut that one. Come back, and it should drop in now. Yep, tap of the hand. Now do the bottom one. Yep, that one's too long as well. Of course, if the top one's too long, the bottom one's too long. Cut that one. Alright, this one should drop in as well. There we go. Got the next section cut. Still too long. Recut. Measure for the bottom one. A little tap of the hammer. Okay, let's move around here to the side post. We do have to pull the deck boards back up so that we can insert the handrail supports back to the siding of the decking. So we're gonna also have to build the support feet, get it leveled up, get it 45 in to the sides railing, screws at the top, at the bottom, check it for level. Good. Ready to put our plank back in. Make our notch cuts. Get our sawzall. Notch it out. Drop it in like a key. Back it up. Make sure we got our quarter gap. Okay. Now for the second board to go back in. And we got a notch around it. Making notches for the pole. Have it. Alright, going back, finish our supports. And I didn't screw my support beams in yet. drops right in. Perfect. Alright, now let's install our solar night lights on top of each post. These things are awesome. You can either choose them to flicker or you can have a steady flame appearance. See? Nice. A good amber color. You're going to secure these to top of each post. Alright, now it's time to add these boards across the top of your banister rails. This is just going to cap off the top and give it a finishing look. Each rail will get one 2x4. These are 2x4 prime treated. Secure them down, straight down. Alright, here's the finishing touch. Time to add this furniture on here. Bought this off of eBay. The wife's coming in. Adjusting pillows. Coming in at the midnight hour to do the finishing touches. Alright. Quick wipe down. Clean up everything. Can't believe we're at this point. I'm about to ready to enjoy my 16x16 deck. Nice. Nice. Ooh. They have a Rhode Island, Maine feel to it. That is nice. Thinking about painting the deck. May paint it, may just leave it unfinished. Either way, looks nice. We added the carpet with the table. Probably change that table out for a pit, fire pit. As you can see, my other floating deck out there in the backyard I built just to make a gazebo. And at night we have these teardrop lights. You come on, it all looks so nice at night. Alright, this is the finishing touches on the steps. Of course, I still need to put a handrail for anybody. It's going to be a picnic area. Let's go. Let's go.